Mga bata, maayong adlaw kaninyo. Kumusta na mo?
Andaman yung mga gamit, kay magsugod na ang eskwelahan sa kahanginan.
Kini ang Learn O'Clock.
Magtuon kita karon dinhi sa bagong panahon.
Ang mga lapis o papel, radyo, TV o computer,
Smartphone o modules kinahanglanon.
ayaw kalimot sa pag-invite sa imong higala.
Ang pagtuon dili maundang upadayon pa.
Makatong pag-ihap, makatong pagbasa.
Letters of the alphabet ang atong alpabeto. Sa Learn O'Clock, where learning won't stop. And then andamo ng kaugalingon kay magsugod ng Learn O'Clock.
Hello, Deped CDO. Good day, grateful learners. Welcome to Learn O'Clock. How are you today? I am sure you are all staying home safely. I am Teacher Christy
And I am Teacher Juliet
from
from Ipunan Elementary School.
We're here once again to help you learn from your home through broadcast lessons. Be sure to stay around during the duration of our program. Before we begin, let me give you some reminders for you to follow. Number 1, read and follow the direction or instructions in the activities or exercises carefully. Number 2, take your time in listening. Number 3, answer the given activities and tests honestly as you can. And number 4, make sure to have a piece of pen and science activity notebook for the important things that you need to learn for today's lesson. Thank you very much, children, for following through. I guess everything is now ready. Good day once again, grateful learners, and today we will be talking about the different types of ecological relationship and their effects in the environment. Please open your science for Module 8. Remember, after this lesson on air, you are expected to: Number 1, classify the different types of interaction in the ecosystem. And number 2, describe the effects of interaction among organisms in their environment. This time, open your science for Module 8 on page 2 entitled Different Types of Ecological Relationship and Their Effects in the Environment. Let me read. Organisms interact with one another in many ways. The relationship may benefit one organism and harm the other organism. It may also benefit or harm both organisms. All these interactions take place in an ecosystem.
Alright kids, let's start. You have there in your Science Module 8 pictures illustrated as picture A, B, C, and D. Have you seen the pictures? So sit back, relax, and listen as I give some questions based on the pictures illustrated. Let us see what you will be learning today. Picture A, flower and bee. Questions. Number 1. What type of interaction is shown in the picture? Number 2. If there will be many flowers, how will it interact the bees? Number 3. If the bees increase in number, how will it affect the environment? Picture B. Branch of a tree with fern. Questions. Number 1. In the interaction between a tree and a fern, which organism provide home? Number 2. How will the fern growing in the tree affect the other living organisms? Picture C. Frog and insect. Questions. Number 1. What may happen to the population of the insect if the number of frogs increases? What do you call this kind of interaction? Picture D. Man and mosquito. Questions. What do you call the kind of interaction? Aside from sucking your blood, what other effects can a mosquito bring? We will check your work later after identifying types of interaction in the ecosystem. Let's explore, observing and classifying. This time, try to go around your garden as we go through our discussion. Are you ready? Let's proceed. What is mutualism? Mutualism is a type of interaction where both species benefit from the relationship. Example, bees and guava flower. Nectar from the flower is fed to the baby bees. Bees help in the fertilization of the flower. Humans eat the honey and guava fruits. Next is commensalism. Commensalism is a type of interaction where one organism benefits while the other is neither harmed or affected. Example, fern plant and branch of a tree. The tree provides home for the fern. The tree does not benefit or harm. Ferns serve as food for animals and humans. Ferns are used for decoration. What is predation? Predation is a type of interaction where one benefits or the predator while the other is harmed or badly affected or the prey. Example, frog and insects. Frogs eat insects and regulate to the population of insects. If frogs increase in number, the population of insects decrease. If population of insects decrease, there is shortage on the food of the frog. The increase and decrease in number of frogs and insects create balance in the population of frogs and insects in the ecosystem. Next is parasitism. Parasitism is a type of interaction where the organism that usually benefit is called a parasite and the one that is affected is called a host. Example, man and mosquito. Man is affected by a mosquito bite. Mosquito bites may cause dengue fever. Lastly, competition. Competition is a type of a harm interaction. It is the striving between organisms for the things needed for survival. Each organism is called competitor. Example, plants, grasses, or any animals in the same area. Organisms do not grow well. Competition for things needed to live, food, shelter, sunshine, space, and water. Let's explain. In your activity, let's answer the given questions previously given to your activity notebook. Let's start with picture A, flower and bee. Questions. What type of interaction is shown in the picture? The answer is mutualism. Number 2. If there will be many flowers, how will it affect the bees? The answer is plenty of food for the bees. Number 3. If the bees increase in number, how will it affect the environment? The answer is it results to beautiful environment with more flowers pollinated and more plants grow. Who got it correctly? Very good, kids! Let's proceed to picture B. Tree with a fern. Questions. Number 1. In the interaction between a tree and a fern, which organisms provide home? The answer is, it's the tree that provides home for the fern. How will the fern growing in the tree affect the other living things in the surroundings? The answer is, it provides food for other animals and humans, as well as home decorations or flower arrangement. Picture C. Frog and insects. Questions. What may happen to the population of the insect if the number of frogs increases? The answer is, it decreases the population of insects. Number 2. What do you call this kind of interaction? The answer is predation. Who got it correctly? Very good, kids. And the last picture, D, man and mosquito. Questions. What do you call the kind of interaction? The answer is, it's parasitism. Aside from sucking your blood, what other effects can a mosquito bring? The answer is diseases. Who got it correctly? Wow, excellent, kids! Let's elaborate. All organisms interact with the things around them. Living things affect one another and are also affected by the non-living things that surround them. Living and non-living things interact, which allows essential life-sustaining process on Earth.
Let's evaluate. So kids, let us now have a short quiz. Get your science activity notebook and answer the following questions. Write the letter only. For your guide, refer to pages 6 to 7 in your Science 4 Module 8. I will read the question twice. Good luck! Number 1. What happens if there are more predators than prey in the ecosystem? What happens if there are more predators than prey in the ecosystem? Letter A. The source of food will decrease. Letter B. The source of food will increase. Or letter C. The source of food will remain the same. Number 2. What type of ecosystem interaction where one organism benefits while the other is neither harmed nor affected? What type of ecosystem interaction where one organism benefits while the other is neither harmed nor affected? Letter A. Mutualism. Letter B. Commensalism. Or letter C. Competition. Number 3. Which of the following is the natural control of rat population in the rice field? Which of the following is the natural control of rat population in the rice field? Letter A, dogs. B, snakes. C, cats. D, farmers. Number 4. What type of interaction is where both species benefit from the relationship? What type of interaction is where both species benefit from the relationship? Letter A, commensalism. B, mutualism. C, predation. And number 5, there are few fishes being caught by fishermen nowadays. Which is the reason for this? There are few fishes being caught by fishermen nowadays. Which is the reason for this? Letter A, there are more fishermen catching fish. Letter B, fishes go farther into the ocean. Letter C, fishes hide from their homes. We're done with our short quiz, kids. Now let's check your answers. For number 1, the answer is good job! Letter B. The source of food will decrease because there are more predators than prey in an ecosystem. What about number 2? The answer is amazing! Letter B. Commensalism. In number 3, the correct answer is check! Letter B. Snakes. Now in number 4, the answer is excellent. Letter B. Mutualism. And finally, to number 5, the correct answer is perfect. Letter A. There are more fishermen catching fish. Were you able to answer all the questions correctly? Congratulations for those who made it. Trouble done, kids. That was easier, right? If you find it hard to do the other activities, don't hesitate to ask help from your parents and siblings. You may also ask help from your teacher or subject teacher. Now we are about to end in today's lesson. I hope you have learned what you are supposed to learn. Do well in answering your activities. Good luck, keep safe, and may God bless us all. Once again, this is Teacher Christy
And Teacher Juliet. Till next time, kids.
Have a great day!
We would like to acknowledge the efforts, dedication, and support of Ipunan Elementary School West 2 District Creative Team for Science 4 Module 8. Presenters Christy Tan and Juliet Dahunog. Script writer editor Brenda Salguero. Technical Director Nerissa S. Galoa. District Supervisor Dr. Marife A. Ramos. Our loving Principal Dr. Pedrita R. Jordan. Assistant Principals Dr. Emerita G. Labis and Isabelita M. Alugar. Once again, this is your Production Manager, Creative Director, Irfelin Fuentes Amores, leaving a quote from Aristotle that educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all.